Minority Leader calls out the THA on the process of awarding contracts. MP for Tobago West, Shamfukujo Lewis says establishing equality of status for Tobago speaks to session. Gulfstream vessel remains at large and Glamorgan Youth Foundation celebrate the elderly for yet another year. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Monday, 18th November 2024. The top story this evening. Kelvin Morris, Minority Leader of the Tobago House of Assembly, has accused the THA of improper contract awards. Speaking on Facebook Live, he criticized the practice of awarding lucrative contracts to external companies with no ties to Tobago. He also questioned the financial credibility of CSSL, which was awarded a $186 million project despite its failure to complete a $25 million Lamy Road project. Reporter Joshua Dan has the details.
Leader Kelvin Morris raised concerns about the Smithfield Dutch Fort Road project, claiming the contract was improperly awarded to Namalco, which later abandoned the job despite its profitability. He further questioned why the THA is awarding contracts to external companies with no local ties.
And what you would recognize is that all those big money contracts that they created went to contractors that are outside Tobago. And most of them are new contractors that have absolutely no relationship with the Tobago House of Assembly. So there's one contract.
He raised concerns about a contract awarded to CSSL for housing under the Division of Settlement, noting that the same company failed to complete the $25 million Lamy Road project.
How come you don't have enough money to finish a project for $25 million? How come you have money to now go and do a project for $186 million? How come?
Morris said the current Secretary of Finance, Petal Ann Roberts, was a member of the evaluation committee when the Lamy Road project was awarded and that she should have been aware of CSSL's financial issues before giving them another contract.
So this accountant, who is now your Secretary of Finance, should have known or ought to have known that that very company that they were evaluating was a company that went bankrupt, because she is the chief accountant for the entire Tobago House of Assembly.
Morris said that he will be writing to the Office of the Procurement Regulation on the matter.
And based on their own rules, I will be writing to the Office of the Procurement Regulator as Minority Leader, pointing out this very Section 29(1) requirement, and for them to investigate what was the documentary evidence provided by this company to confirm that they had the financial resources.
He also announced that he will be writing to the fraud squad.
I'm also going to write to the fraud squad of Trinidad and Tobago to investigate whatever financial documents were sent to ensure that they were bona fide, they were valid, and they were in fact issued by the financial company to which they said they got it. So I'm not going to stop there, Tobago.
Joshua Dan, Tobago Updates Television News.
Why was the phrase equality of status excluded from the two Tobago self-governance bills currently before Parliament? According to Tobago West MP Shamfukujo Lewis, legal advice indicated that including it could suggest a move towards cession rather than a commitment to remaining part of the unitary state of Trinidad and Tobago. She made these remarks during an autonomy discussion hosted by the Tobago Council of the PNM in Bell Garden. More in this report from Candice Jackson.
Tobagonians have voiced their desire for equality of status within the unitary state of Trinidad and Tobago. However, during a review by a joint select committee of Parliament, Tobago West MP Shamfukujo Lewis noted that this could pose legal challenges.
Some of what we sent to the joint select committee or to central government saying this is what Tobago wants speaks to secession.
Based on the legal advice received, the Joint Select Committee decided against establishing equality of status.
Your committee agrees that in a unitary state, there is no need 4 words referring to the equality of status between the two islands. Further, the island of Trinidad and the island of Tobago are not units in a federation of states, where each unit can be properly distinguished.
Kajol Lewis stated that if the arrangement between the islands had been different, or if Tobago had chosen independence, equality of status could have been established between the two islands.
What we want to say is we want to have all citizens having equal access to opportunities, because you're already one state. It's 2 separate islands, but one state.
This argument also influenced the decision to grant administrative control over an 11 nautical mile boundary around Tobago rather than the proposed 200 nautical miles. PNM Tobago Council leader Ansel Dennis explained that without independence, greater control over maritime spaces cannot be legislated.
What really is this 200 nautical miles discussion about? And how exactly is that going to benefit us here in Tobago? Because the same bills still prescribe that we receive a minimum of 6.8% of the national budget.
Kajol Lewis stated that as long as Trinidad and Tobago share resources and revenue, the waters surrounding both islands belong to all citizens.
The seas around, between, and connecting the islands of the archipelagic state of Trinidad and Tobago are under the sovereignty of the state, irrespective of the individual breadth and dimensions of the separate islands of the archipelago.
What is changing in the legislation is the removal of Tobago as a ward of Trinidad to ensure equality between both islands. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Well, Chief Technical Advisor in the Tobago House of Assembly, Anselm Richards, recently blamed Ansel Dennis for the Tobago House of Assembly's financial struggles. But the Innovative Democratic Alliance argues the issue lies with the system, not Dennis. They stress the need for an elected Senate that would empower Tobagonians with independent, accountable representation, free from party politics. Meanwhile, the IDA also critiques the use of design-build-finance models, which they believe places a financial burden on Tobago's people. They argue that $500 million from the central government is insufficient to address Tobago's long-standing developmental gaps. The IDA proposes allocating 30 to 35% of the national budget to Tobago, ensuring strategic, sustainable development and unlocking its full potential. We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay tuned.
Standards Black Friday deal starts now with 35% off select television, 30% off select appliances, 25% off Christmas decor, 15% off select divans, 20% off select furniture, and you can shop in store and online. Standards Black Friday deal. Nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes for breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With Amplia TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with Amplia's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 gigabyte fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With Amplia, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. Amplia. Do more, live more.
Welcome back. A young person is accusing the PNM of hypocrisy in governance. Alex Job Thomas made the comments while speaking on a platform for the Tobago People's Party in Goodwood. He believes that some criticisms directed at the TPP-led THA are unfair, especially when considering the actions or lack thereof from the PNM-led central government. Reporter Candice Jackson tells us more.
The current administration of the THA was recently scrutinized for its travel expenses to market Tobago as a destination. At a Public Administration and Appropriations Committee meeting in Parliament, Senator Lawrence Hislop pointed out that after spending $3 million on travel in fiscal 2023-2024, Tobago has yet to see a significant increase in tourist arrivals. However, TPP Youth Speaker Alex Job Thomas reminded the public that Senator Hislop overlooked the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on Tobago's tourism industry.
But he belongs to the same government who would make sure that Trinidad and Tobago is one of the last destinations to open. After COVID, and he wants to compare us to places like Jamaica, Antigua, Barbados, and Grenada, who opened long before we open up. And their tourism will prosper because they have an advantage. We have a disadvantage, and they're turning around to tell we why all they reached this level yet.
Job Thomas also accused Senator Hislop of failing to use his position to influence state-owned Caribbean airlines to encourage more travel to Tobago. Additionally, he dismissed claims that the THA should be blamed for crime, pointing out that the Constitution does not grant the THA authority over national security.
National security is not part of the THA responsibility. But they wouldn't tell you that, because some of them going to blame the THA for crime in the island, but they won't blame the colleague down in Trinidad. Right? They won't blame him at all. They won't say he's an abject failure.
Additionally, Joe Thomas cautioned young people and citizens not to be misled into supporting the two bills for Tobago's self-governance currently before Parliament. He argued that the bills do not truly reflect the desires of Tobagonians.
Some of us claim that they want to give us future and giving us autonomy. But they won't tell us that in 2013, they rejected a bill that was better than theirs. They won't tell us that in 1996, the kind of nonsense that they said about Tobago, they won't tell us those things. But they want to fool you and tell you that autonomy, we should accept their bill.
Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
So, despite the arrest of the Solo Creed in Angola a month ago, the vessel's owners have not yet been identified. The Solo Creed tugboat was responsible for towing the Gulfstream barge carrying bunker fuel, which somehow became detached and capsized onto a reef near Cove, causing a massive oil spill in Tobago. In response to questions in the lower house today, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley explained that while the Solo Creed was arrested in Angola, the individuals responsible for the vessel have yet to be found.
Unfortunately, to date, the true owner or owners of this vessel have not been located. The government continues to seek the assistance of various governments and international bodies in ascertaining this information.
According to Dr. Rowley, it appears that the crew arrested with the vessel falsified documents and tried to conceal their true identities.
But, Madam Speaker, let it be known as a fact that the people who were involved set about to hide their identity and acted illegally. So it is not an easy trace, that the government is on the job, and if they are to be found, we will find them. And, Madam Speaker, this is something that goes on all the time in international maritime trade, but at least we have the vessel and we know what happened with respect to the situation.
The Prime Minister also stated that Energy Minister Stuart Young is working closely with the International Oil Pollution Compensation Fund to identify those responsible for the vessel and arrange compensation for the damages. Well, the Glamorgan Youth Foundation's annual evening out with the elderly has generated quite a buzz throughout the community and environs. Despite inclement weather, the event proved to be a success, further bridging the gap between the young and the old. While some plans were disrupted by the rain, the participants made the most of the evening, sharing songs, stories, and words of inspiration. Reporter Joshua Dan has the story.
The Glamorgan Youth Foundation held its third annual outing with the elderly in Tobago East, where not even rain could dampen their joy. Although the trip was cut short, it fostered a stronger sense of community as songs of love and togetherness were shared. For first-time participant Miss Helen, the experience was a source of great happiness and cherished moments with her fellow villagers.
No, I'm happy to be here this evening, where I could mix with people in my village. Right now I'm sitting down here and feel so happy and comfortable for this nice little outing, where I could mix with people in the village, bring back their love.
Miss Joyce, a dedicated participant, expressed gratitude and promised to continue supporting the Youth Foundation in all of its endeavors.
Yes, I want to say thanks to the Youth Foundation. My second or third venture with you all. And I'm asking the Lord to spare my life, that I would live to be an inspiration to the young people in Glamorgan.
The elderly were treated to special gifts and serenaded as they received beautiful corsages. Joshel Dan, Tobago Updates Television News.
Seventh-day Adventist Church celebrated 100 years with the theme A Journey of Faith, 100 Years and Beyond. To mark the event, members of the SDA churches from Scarborough to Charlottesville marched through the Roxborough community. The march culminated at the Sid Gray complex, where an official ceremony was held. Remarks brought throughout the ceremony honored the pioneers of the Roxborough Church for their relevance and impact in the community. Among those who gave remarks was Assemblyman Watson Duke, a member of the Roxborough SDA family for many years. He recalled being asked about his leadership skills and candidly shared that his foundation is in the SDA Church. He concluded that the church is designed to help people become better leaders. Also in attendance were ACP Collis Hazel, Chief Secretary Farley Augustine, and MP for Tobago East Ayana Webster Roy. Chief Secretary Augustine, who is also a member of the SDA denomination, made reference to the efforts of the founders and the level of their faith. The Chief Secretary encouraged the church to keep the faith and committed to supporting their endeavors. You're watching the Tobago Updates television news. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. Sports is next.
Laugh your way to cold, hard cash. Week Christmasing with $1,200 cash from Flow. Sign up or upgrade to an Everything You Want plan and get everything you want. That new TV you've been eyeing, new curtains to brighten up your home, and yes, your ham and grog secured this year. Sign up or upgrade today and get $1,200 cold, hard cash to spend how you want, where you want. Limited time offer. Special conditions apply. Flow, inspired by you.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Black Friday starts now at Courts. Get new and amazing deals every week with the lowest prices on the hottest electronics, top-of-the-line appliances, and stylish furniture. No need to waste your time shopping around. Plus, you can shop now and pay us in February 2025. Black Friday starts now. Don't miss out. Courts, bringing value home.
Artlist.io.
Are you thinking about spending Christmas in Tobago? Well, call us at Thorns Place. We are located at the hills of Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port, with rooms starting at 200 TT. Call us now at 745-7306 or 682-8676. Follow us on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. Message us on WhatsApp at Thorns Place. Your Christmas in Tobago will be even more special.
Welcome to sports, and TFA action is heating up, and we have the latest updates from our sports reporter Marcus Daniel.
Giants Roxwell Lakers delivered the biggest upset of the Tobago Football Association FA Cup round of 16, defeating high-flying 1976 FC Phoenix. In the first match of a doubleheader at Shaw Park yesterday, the Lakers struck early, with Dylan Valafana finding the net in the second minute. His goal proved decisive, handing the Canaan-based Phoenix their first defeat of the 2024 season. Lakers' head coach Marlon Toppin praised his team, stating that despite the challenge, his players rose to the occasion. In the second match of a doubleheader at Shaw Park, a penalty shootout was needed to separate Charlottesville PYC and Castawa Gold City after the game ended 1-1 in regulation time. Castawa's Kerlan Ferguson opened the scoring in the 33rd minute, giving his team a 1-0 halftime lead. Murphy converted from the penalty spot. With no further goals in open play, the teams entered a dramatic shootout that lasted 18 kicks. Charlottesville eventually emerged victorious 7-6, securing their place in the quarterfinals. Captain Jarian Chadman commended his goalkeeper for the critical role in the win. In another round of 16 match played last Friday at the White Oak Stadium, Salem Hill United secured their quarterfinal spot with a commanding 4-1 victory over Bethel United. Salem Hill started strongly, with Henson Charles scoring twice within the first 6 minutes. Dominic Roberts added a third in the 28th minute, giving them a 3-0 halftime lead. Bethel's Cleon Melville converted a penalty in the 48th minute to reduce the deficit, but Miguel George's 88th minute strike sealed the match for Salem Hill. Quarterfinal action kicks off this week at the Dwight York Stadium and Cornwall Recreation Ground. At the stadium on Wednesday, Stockyville FC faces Blackrock FC at 5:30 p.m, followed by a 7:30 clash between Leeds United and Sides FC. On Thursday, the action shifts to Cornwall, where Charlottesville PYC takes on Salem Hill United at 5:30 p.m. Later, at 7:30 p.m, Roxwell Lakers will square off against Eagles FC. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
A weather report is up next. Stay with us.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
Now for the weather outlook from the TNT Met Office. The weather tonight is expected to be fair to partly cloudy with a few showery intervals and the low chance of the odd thunderstorm. Temperatures will drop to a low of 25 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, expect variably cloudy conditions with occasional showers in some areas and a medium chance of a few heavier showers or thunderstorms, particularly during the morning period. It will be generally settled from late afternoon, despite the odd lingering shower. Daytime temperatures will reach a high of 31 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 34 degrees Celsius. Seas are expected to be slight to moderate, with waves reaching up to 1.5 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. So expect the sunrise at 6 and the sunset at 5:35. Newscast, here's a recap of the headlines before we go. Minority Leader calls out the THA on the process of awarding contracts. MP for Tobago West, Shamfa Lewis says establishing equality of status for Tobago speaks to secession. Gulfstream vessel remains at large, and Glamorgan Youth Foundation celebrate the elderly for yet another year. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.